What's up, friends and family? My name is DIY, and I'm here on Snackin and Yakkin with old Big Ben Kennedy, baby, and we're about to get after it. How about it?
DIY, local musician, improv comedian. He's been hanging out in Charleston in the periphery. I've not met him yet, but I'll tell you in a second where I met him from. Also, he came with a very interesting snack. But first, subscribe, follow, comment, and share. And if you do, I promise you, I will give you the slice of pizza that has the most toppings. My word. DIY.
Hell yeah. What's up, man?
So he's been hanging out, like he's in the scene, and how I met him is, if you recall, during Julian Smith's episode, if you could hear it through all of the singing, that is the most we've ever sung on this show.
Yep.
I just had a karaoke couple a few episodes back, and we didn't even sing at all. And Julian and I mean, the guy sings everything.
He sings more than he talks.
But you know that because he teams up with you on your music projects.
Absolutely. Yeah, me and Julian have been working like pretty consistently since last summer. It was interesting. So I didn't really know Julian super duper well, but I was working on a song last June, and I was sort of building out the beat and making the instrumental, and I kind of laid my rap verse over it or whatever. And I knew it was missing something. It needed some extra just kind of flavor to it. So I was sort of thinking about it. I'm like, what does this need? And Julian and I, at this point in time, had only met each other sort of briefly, maybe one or two times. I saw him at Theater 99.
Right, through the improv thing.
Exactly.
So was he coming up? You were already company member?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah, that's exactly. But I saw him like a few months earlier at the 3-on-3 tournament. Theater 99, they do like a 3-on-3 tournament.
Okay.
And his particular group for last year's 3-on-3 tournament, they did sort of like a musical improv type of deal, right? So I didn't know him, but I saw that set, and I'm like, this guy is unreal. He's unreal. He's unbelievable.
I'm like, I need that voice, that person.
Gotta have it. So months later, I'm making this song, and I'm thinking, like, what does it need? What does it need? And I flash back to that memory months earlier of this random guy who I didn't know on stage. And I'm like, I need to get him on this song. So I called a friend of a friend, and I got Julian's number. And I called Julian up, and I said, hey, I'm Charles. You might not know me. You might not remember me, but, like, I'm working on this music. Would you like to come over and maybe, like, play around with it a little bit?
Right.
So he came over, like, maybe the day after I called him, and this part's crazy. So I play him. I don't even play him the song. I don't play him the song. He says, put me in front of the mic, give me the headset, give me the mic, and hit play. So I did that. He had not heard the song. Him and I did not know each other super well. So I put him on the headset, and I hit record. And everything that you hear on this song, which is called Your Loss, the song that him and I did is called Your Loss. Everything from Julian that you hear was done on that very first take.
Gosh.
I shit you not. On that very first take, I just hit record and he just went.
So he's not only a good improv comedian, he's a good improv singer.
Absolutely.
Just improv all.
It blew my mind. And here's the thing, too, is that not only did it sound great, not only was it like perfect for the music sonically, but it fit the story that I was telling very well, which was very personal.
So, like, he heard the story he could hear your part.
Yeah.
And then he just kept going.
He just kept going.
That's so great.
And like, and it was like, it's just kind of a breakup song, right? And I hadn't really talked to him about the story and the backstory before it going into it, but what he laid down was perfect for the story.
Now, I saw the video for it.
Yeah.
Very, very simple video, but very, very cool.
Thank you.
Multiple people, multiple views on screen.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of Childish Gambino's deal
Oh,
in the diner. I really dug that shit.
okay. Now you're flattering me. That's
Yeah.
my number one inspo. I love that guy.
Really?
Childish Gambino is my number one
Donald Glover's
artistic
awesome, isn't he?
inspiration. Yeah.
Sadly, I think he's done the project. He said it's done.
I feel like it might be actually over this time. He's sort of been teasing it for a little bit that he's going to retire, but I think it might be real.
Did you know his boy, his co-creator
Ludwig Göransson
just got nominated, and I believe he's going to take home the Oscar for his work in Sinners. I can't see how he doesn't.
Yeah.
That music in that movie was out of this world.
Yeah.
I mean, that was what blew everybody away. It was
Absolutely.
like you can have a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it by now, please
Get on it.
get on it. Vampire movie,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
And all day long, we have seen vampire movies
Uh-huh.
I mean, but we've never seen music used in such a way in a vampire movie. We've never seen it
Mm-hmm.
used as anything more than maybe like a brief siren song or like
Mm-hmm.
a like a choir, like a,
Mm-hmm.
kind of deal. But he mixes a gospel choir with
Yeah.
Irish dance. I mean, the stuff they did on that soundtrack
I mean,
was
it's
unreal.
it's as much a movie about musicians as it is vampires. Like the musical undertones
Right.
and like the characters being musicians. I forgot what the young
Yeah.
fella, but he's an aspiring musician
Somebody
and they draw.
take me.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
good,
he was
right?
so good.
So yeah, Ludwig did a good job, and him and the director Ryan Coogler, who directs that movie, they kind of partner up.
and Black Panther and
Black
Fruitvale
Panther.
Station.
Yeah,
He had been doing scores for him and stuff.
exactly.
But now he got a
Yep.
chance to like write songs because it
Exactly.
was like almost like a musical of sorts.
Yeah,
Good gosh. Just every time a new musical number came up, every time a new song came up,
yeah,
I was like, I can't.
blown away.
I didn't think I could love this movie anymore. And then he did it again and he did
Uh-huh.
it again. And by the end, I'm so invested
Yeah,
in these characters. Forgive me with all this. I just woke up an hour
that's
ago.
all right. I'm stuffed up myself, man. I got a sinuses going on. It's crazy.
But I'm so invested in these characters because they're speaking a language that I love. Like I
Mhm.
was telling you before we filmed, my wife and I think we're going to have to refinance our house due to the amount of concerts and festivals we go to.
Worth it. Worth it.
Now, so Childish Gambino is now, okay. Very recently, we've gotten some musical acts come through Charleston, but for a long time there, when gas prices got a little too heavy and all that stuff, we lost the people coming down 95. They wouldn't make the hour drive to the coast
Yeah.
and then jump back on the interstate. So we lost so many great acts. And now it seems like the talent is coming back. But what's very interesting is we're gaining artists who are valuing the music hall as much as the music farm.
Absolutely.
And Gaillard
Mhm.
as well.
Yep.
Am I saying that right, honey?
Gaillard.
Gaillard. Let me crack into this so
Oh,
I can
let's
drink
do it.
something.
Absolutely.
Your choice.
Yes.
Because I've cleared my throat. I've edited it out, but I've cleared my throat probably 7 times. Yeah. So I'm going to do a trick.
All right. All right. Love it.
Okay. So you chose organic
Organic.
coconut water. Now,
Coconut
I have
water.
had coconut water. Of course, I've had the usual suspects. I've had the Zico.
Okay.
I've had the Vita Coco.
Okay.
But I have not had this one.
This one, you will be surprised that the burst of flavor is overwhelming in like the best possible way. Like you just get kind of smacked in the face with some delicious flavor, and it's super refreshing. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a different color than I'm used to.
Yeah.
Usually
I don't
they
get
tend
paid
to
by
be
these guys.
Yeah, they tend to be quite clear, but you
Mhm.
can see through the bottle. And I was like, man,
I think it's like Himalayan pink sea salt or something like that.
what?
I don't know. It says, "Don't worry, it's pink." They give you like a disclaimer. It's like, "Don't worry, don't
That's
freak
right.
out that it's
Don't
pink."
worry.
Yeah, yeah.
It
It's
is
natural.
normal.
I promise.
All right, well, let's see.
Yeah, let's see what we. You're in for a treat. Cheers.
Cheers to
My
you,
man.
DIY.
Thank you.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. I knew you'd like it. Good stuff.
That's really flavorful, more
Yeah.
so than the other ones that I've had. Now, I will say I did enjoy Vita Coco more than I think it was the Zico. But this, how do I describe it? You really can taste. See, it's green coconut, which is before it goes to the brown coconut. But I think what they did was they snagged it right before it
Yeah.
started getting that sweet, ripe,
absolutely.
white,
It's got kind of
white
like
meat.
almost a milky type
Yeah,
of
yeah.
taste to it, which I appreciate a lot. It feels healthy. I don't know if it is healthy.
No,
I have
it's
not
gotta
read the
be.
statistics or
I
the
mean,
the
isn't it a
nutritional
potassium
facts.
bomb? I think it's a potassium.
I don't even want to know. Don't tell me.
No,
Don't tell me.
no. I'm saying I think
Uh-oh.
it's good. Like it's a good hangover remedy. It's
Okay.
good. I
Well, that's
believe
good
it's
because last night was crazy. So thank you for that. Actually, I might have some more of this because last night got a little wild. Saturday nights in Charleston, crazy.
Now look at his hat, honey. Costa Maya, Mexico.
Boom,
That is literally
boom.
where we'll be on the 20th or 21st of next week or
I knew
next
that.
2 weeks.
I knew that. That's why I wore this.
No way.
no. I didn't. Wait. That's
We are
just
taking
a vacation.
a
or-
cruise from
Okay.
Tampa to Costa Maya, and
Heck
we're going
yeah.
to the Mayan ruins and all
Wow.
that stuff. And the cruise.
Amazing.
It's Jay and Silent Bob Cruise Askew.
I
We're
love
taking
that.
that party boat at
Amazing.
6-man cruise.
Heck yeah.
And I mean, dude, of course the actors from the movies, some of the movies, Jay, Silent Bob, Shannon Elizabeth,
Amazing.
Jason Lee, Ethan Suplee, and then they were like the musical act on the boat. Come
Uh-oh.
on, dude, playing two separate like sets, two separate concerts.
Uh-oh.
Morris Day and the Time.
Get out of town.
No.
Get out of town, dude.
No.
Were these tickets like $1 million?
They were not.
Like what?
They were not. We booked in the first 400 ones. As soon as we saw it, we were just like, let's just do it. Because like I said, we spend too much money. So let's just do it. Because we were in the first 400, we get a below deck party on the first night with everybody. Now, funny, they call it below deck. It's on the 5th floor, on the 5th level, and that's where our room is.
Amazing.
Literally, our room is up the staircase from the theater that the below deck party is.
Easy peasy, baby.
Oh my gosh, like
easy peasy.
It's just so cool. But
you might have to get some people on the pod from that. Talk to Jay, talk to Silent Bob, let him know about Snackin Yakkin and get him out here.
Yeah, would love to get him out here. Kevin does come out here to do. We've seen him. I've met him through the different premieres he does. He showed Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. I got a chance to talk to him in a Q&A. Then when he did Clerks 2, we actually got VIP. We went backstage. I met him. Sweet guy. And yeah, I would love to. I'll shoot my shot. You know, I'll say, hey, if you ever get a chance, you know, I'll drop that card on him. I even do a remote. I've done remote with a couple of people that wouldn't be able to make it out to here. Of course, I do a remote with him.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Gotta shoot your shot. Gotta shoot your shot. Networking, baby.
That's right.
You know, schmoozing, shaking hands, kissing babies.
Then your choice.
Oh yeah.
Of snack. He said Lunchables.
Oh yeah.
He said either ham or turkey.
And this guy was kind enough to offer both.
That's the way I roll. Also, it is probably the cheapest snack anybody's chosen because these are like $2 a piece.
It's nostalgia for me. It's nostalgia.
I
feel
love
like,
it.
Now
tell everybody why we're going into ham first.
Okay, so the reason we're going into ham is Bridget. I asked Bridget. I said, which one's your favorite? If you had to choose two, and she chose turkey. So I said, I'm gonna reserve this one. If I get super hungry, then I might have to dig into it. But I'm gonna hang on to it.
Then we'll have some to save for her.
There you go.
I'm gonna be a great dad, and I'm gonna save her the Oreo cookie.
I mean, and see, we win at the end of the day because this one has an Oreo. You know what I'm saying? So I was no complaints. You can have that one. Bridget.
We have daughters.
Daughters, yeah, same age
pretty
too.
much the same age, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you get it.
Oh yeah.
You get it.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, it's so easy to be the hero. Half the time you just have to be, but the other half, just think of your kids.
Easy.
Just put them ahead of yourself for, half a day.
Easy peasy.
And it's easy. It's so easy.
And you're a hero for the rest of their lives.
Because being an adult, man, that's time consuming and it takes up a lot of your mental energy. But
Don't it?
You can just go ahead and just say, hey, I know I had a rough day, but by the way, how you been?
Oh man,
kids. They're so easy.
And watching them just live their lives carefree is so therapeutic. I'm like, you're just having a good old time coloring on that coloring board and all that stuff. I love it.
Now, Bridget is having a good old time. Why is Bridget having a good old time, sir?
Bridget is having a good old time because she is the most well-versed music person I've ever met.
And
she's with Julian.
Hanging with Julian.
Yes.
Julian Smith is here in the office.
Surprise.
Next to the studio. And when he came in, I thought he'd sit in the extra guest chair, which we've had some people sit there just to kind of be here. We actually had a couple where he didn't want to be on camera, but he wanted to be. So we had a third mic and he spoke. Yeah. So we kind of, audio-wise, it sounds like a great podcast, but video-wise, it's a lot of us looking off camera, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Julian, I thought, man, he'll sit, he'll chime in. No, he came in and he was like, hey, Bridget, and they immediately whisked away.
The two of them are the two most well-versed music people that I've ever met in my life. Like, I got a whole dissertation about all things music from Bridget when I came in here, and I said, you and Julian, I don't know if y'all met, but y'all gonna get along just fine, and look at him now. You know what I'm saying?
So she met him during his episode.
Yep.
While we were doing setup, God, he put together a puzzle with her. Dude, and that's why she knew exactly who he was, which Julian, he's like her favorite guest. And once again, make a little time for a kid, you win.
Goes a long way.
Man. It goes a long way. But I am staring at this. This is actually, aside from a small bowl of regular old Cheerios that I had so that way I could sleep, this is the first thing I've had today. So packed full of nutrition.
right? The nutritional value is 10 out of 10 here, right?
Well, I mean,
Doctor recommended.
aside from the cracker maybe, but
Yeah.
but ham and cheese ain't bad. I mean,
No.
all they've done in life is they took these and made them whole wheat like Triscuits or something.
Mhm.
They put these same things and took away the cookies, and they put them in gas stations, and Sargento makes one. So
Yeah.
everybody wants to do a Lunchable. Now you're
Mhm.
double decker in
Oh,
this.
see, now there's a technique to Lunchables. Like, everybody does it a little bit differently.
All right.
I'm definitely a double decker type of guy. You
I'm
know what
down.
I'm saying?
I do what my guests do.
There you go. All right. Hold on. It can get a little cumbersome here. But the reason I love Lunchables so much is that I feel like there's a different Lunchable for every season of my life, right?
Okay.
Like Lunchables, as we are enjoying them here, great for childhood, big nostalgia, right? Like I
Yeah.
was a kid coming up on these. But then I got grown, I became an adult. Oh
That
yeah.
is freaking huge.
Boom, there you go. Cheers. Boom. I became an adult and like pretty girls decided to give me the time of day and they introduced me to charcuterie boards, which is basically just like the fancy version of
Right,
Lunchables. So
right.
here's the kid version and we got the adult version with charcuterie boards. So
I had one right here, Gray's Craze of Mount Pleasant.
exactly.
And he let us, well, he didn't let us, he brought it, and we
Mhm.
talked about it, and we tried a little bit, and then we
Yeah.
took it home, and
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
There's
My
a
family
Lunchable for
devoured it.
every phase of life, okay? I'm trying to tell you.
Cheers,
Cheers,
sir.
buddy. Mm.
Get out of here, man.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done this.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm a kid again. This is amazing. This is amazing to me.
It-
Mm.
That cracker, it almost tastes like a ham and cheese sandwich. Like,
Yeah.
the cracker's so bready, it almost tastes like bread.
Uh-huh. I mean, you get like a full serving. This is a meal. It could be a meal. I mean, this is like
For you, not me.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
I
didn't
say it. I don't care.
Oh my God.
You know what? There's a couple of things in this life that I'm 100% honest about. And it's funny that that's the name of my show. I love to talk and I love to eat.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody goes, well, I mean, you're, I mess with people too. They go, well, I mean, you're a big guy. And I'm like, what?
Am I?
What?
Excuse me?
You know, I get it every time. They laugh. And then the other one is like, you know, I go, well, me, I know I talk a lot. And everybody gets embarrassed. Like, I heard them say it about me.
Dang.
You know, they're just like, what? You
Dang.
know, and I said, dude, relax. I said, seriously, my mouth is here, my ear is here. It would be absolutely impossible for me not to hear the avalanche of shit that comes out of my mouth so regularly. But I found a way to hopefully make it my job one
Boom.
day. I
Perfect
hope
for
this
a podcast,
becomes
Hope.
my job.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I think the way you guys are going so far, I feel like this will be the full-time gig forever at the
hope
rate that
so.
you're going.
I hope
You're
so.
crushing it, dude. I'm a fan, for real.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I checked out your music stuff. Now, I will tell you, going back to your music stuff, the video,
Mhm.
like I said, while very simple, set in one room, but very Childish Gambino,
Yes.
the production values and the things are getting better and better. So what
Thank
brought
you.
that about? Like
Thank you.
just better camera, or did you get some other people involved in the videography of things?
I think the most like enjoyable and rewarding part of like this endeavor that I've been on over the last half a year is that I find that with every song and every music video, it gets a little bit better, which is the goal, right? You probably
Mhm.
feel the same. Like every podcast episode probably gets just
Yeah,
a
I've
little bit
updated
better.
equipment.
Yeah.
These mics are only a few episodes old.
You know, yeah, because I was watching some previous episodes and I was preparing to have like the
Correct.
old school
But
joints.
what
right?
happened was Frankie Ramen, very great ramen here in town.
Love that guy. Great ramen.
So Frankie Ramen, he was like, "We'll do some ramen." I'm sitting here going, "How the hell are we going to eat around that microphone?" So I was
Yeah.
like, "I think I can get some wires." And I looked them up, and I'm doing the math in my head, and everything is an overtime shift.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can get these things for about one overtime shift.
Boom.
I'm like, all right, and I signed up for overtime, and I bought the mics,
Yeah.
and it's been amazing. It frees us up. I also tend to talk a lot with my hands, so now I'm able to do so.
There you go.
Um,
I like how you measure like money and cost in terms of like overtime shifts. I love that. I used to drive DoorDash and I'm like, okay, this is going to cost me 2 weekends, right? 2
Yep.
DoorDash weekends if I buy this fancy camera, you know? I do
and
the same
that's the
thing.
whole point is I don't want this to affect the house money.
Mhm.
Like the money that makes my family go. I don't want to find us overextended or having to like cut out our Paramount Plus. No, I'm just joking. You know, because I'm loving this UFC for free.
Gotta have
this
it.
UFC No More Pay-Per-Views thing. It's so amazing. No, but I'm cutting out our things and having to scale everything down, even though we could afford to just in general. But just kind of restricting our outside of here life because I got to pay for this or because I've overextended myself.
Yeah. That's the thing I really love about creatives and artists like yourself and myself is that until you make it, until like you blow up and this is your full-time gig and you're getting paid hand over fist for the artistic endeavors, you really got to not only budget your time, you got to actually budget your money. You know, like you got a day job, I got a day job, but we're also like pursuing art hardcore and investing a lot of money into art hardcore. So like that's a skill in and of itself that kind of flies under the radar. And it's a lot to handle sometimes. I respect you doing it.
Thank you, buddy. The wife told me, she said, you know what? I have a feeling it will eventually, you know, she's like, no doubt it will eventually be the thing, you know, be the money maker that will at least make it that I won't have to work a day job full time.
Yeah.
I probably will always pick up shifts as a paramedic. Helping people's in my blood.
Absolutely.
But I mean, helping all of you in the scene.
Come on now, this is a huge help for me.
I love to help others. I mean, no matter how much I can, if I have something I can use to give to others or I can use to help others, I always tend to. You know, I've moved many a couch in my life, let's just say.
You got the guns for it, baby. You got the guns for it. Come on now.
So basically, but she says no doubt that it will be, and that's a cool thing. But also, I just want. She said, even if it doesn't ever make the big money, or even if it doesn't do that, she's like, you're going to make a lot of friends along the way. She said, I want you to make, because I've lived here for 16 years.
Okay. Where were you before? Baltimore?
Baltimore.
Okay.
I've lived here for 16 years, and I always joke around and say, I felt like a foreign exchange student this whole entire time, because we just don't have the same upbringing. I just don't understand people but you know,
I totally feel it. I'm like one of six black people in Charleston. So like I totally feel that. Totally foreign exchange student. People are like, can I touch your hair? All the time. It's a very common thing. Anyway, I digress. Hey, where's the line?
I love it.
You know?
But that's the thing. It's like maybe I'll find, and that's where I said made in Charleston. I started to say, you know what? There's no shame in now marketing this as such, because no offense to my guests, I love each and every one of you, but we were starting to realize that many of the culinary creatives and many of the entertainers were not born and raised here.
Ooh.
And a lot of them
guilty as charged.
Have only come here rather recently. So by that,
should I leave?
No. Okay. By the transplant rule, I've been here much longer than everybody. Yeah. And it's like, why don't I allow myself to kind of own a piece of that? Because I can tell you what businesses were 3 businesses ago. I've been here a long time in the fast-moving Charleston scape.
I think after a certain number of years, you're a native almost. Like being born here, I don't know if that's the hard and fast rule anymore, right? So you said 16 years?
16 years.
Yeah, you've seen things come and go. You've seen roads change, buildings come, businesses come and go, people come and go. You're a native at this point, I feel
Although I really feel like we need more housing developments and more apartment complexes to come up. No, I'm just joking.
Give us more.
You know, if we could have less trees. I mean, I wasn't a fan of that when I moved down here.
There's too much oxygen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just need less trees, and that'll give us less oxygen, and everybody will be happy with less oxygen.
When I moved from the mini metropolis that was the Baltimore, the metropolitan area, I was like, you know, I moved down here, and I was like, what's with all these trees?
I know. Give me more smog.
Seriously.
Give me the smog. Where's the smog at? You know, I'm gonna open a smog bar where we just sell smog to people. You know what I'm saying?
They got like the oxygen bar. Yeah. You hit the hookah smog.
Oh, I feel like I'm in Detroit all over again, baby. You know?
No, is that where you're from?
That's where I'm from, Detroit.
Nice.
Yeah, Detroit, Michigan.
I have never been to Detroit.
Okay. Good.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
I've gotten over to Ohio. I've gotten over to Indiana. I've gotten over, but I don't believe I ever performed in Michigan. And one of my biggest fans, one of my top fans, and a member of the Patreon back here, he's on the pictures. His name is Trevor, but he's a TJ from Michigan. He's a Youper.
Hell yeah.
Upper Peninsula.
Freezing
and
cold,
he's got that. This is TJ from Michigan. Like he has that Youper.
Good to see ya, don't you know?
It's very close to Canada. It's really cool. But yeah, I always wished I could have played there. I had a gig through a booker up there, but it never worked out.
Okay.
So, but Michigan, I don't think I ever got to play that. And I would love to see Detroit. I mean, I definitely would
Gotta
love to
come
see
through.
Detroit.
Gotta come through. Fun time.
Yeah,
The
'cause-
downtown area particularly is kind of experiencing a bit of a revival.
Nice.
You know, they got all the four major sports are now for the first time centralized in downtown Detroit. Hockey, baseball, basketball, football, all within sort of walking distance
That's
in downtown
cool.
Detroit for the first time ever. So it's kind of on a resurgence here. It's
Now,
very exciting.
speaking of downtown Detroit,
hmm
we'll take it back to music. You being a fan of music, I being a fan of music. A lot of people gave Steve Perry of Journey shit for saying
Yeah.
born and raised in South Detroit.
I
They're
love
like,
that.
there is no South Detroit. Like the city center is on the water, and
Yeah.
then across the water is no longer Detroit.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Like, I feel super flattered anytime I'm at like a bar or a club or a wedding or anything, and that song comes on. It's born and raised in South Detroit. People like look at me and point. They say, "This guy, he was born and raised in South Detroit." So I lived in like a city that's a little like maybe 25 minutes south of Detroit, so that counts, right?
I guess,
That
right.
counts.
You're born and raised
In south of Detroit, you know, they still point to me. I feel very honored and very
Yeah,
flattered.
yeah.
So I love when that song comes on. But yeah, Detroit's cool. It's cold. If you go up there, I would highly recommend that you do it between April and August,
Nice.
and not at all outside of those months. Yeah,
Got
like
you.
that time because it gets cold, man.
And I heard the Canadian geese are assholes
Oh
up
yeah,
there.
completely rude.
I heard they will they will try and take your picnic table.
Absolutely, and shit on you on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad. It's bad. But
The other
Detroit's cool.
day, geese tore my car up. I'm telling this story for Benjamin and Bridget, my son who's at college. They go, Dad. They took the trash out in the recycling and they had to walk in between the two cars on the driveway. They go, Dad, the birds have leveled your car. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
really? And I mean, I've got bird shit on my car. I've been driving forever. And I said, yeah. And they go, oh my God, it's bad. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, how bad could it be? And he's like, and it's only your car. Like
Yeah.
it didn't touch anything of mine. And I was like, well, that's kind of messed up. He
That's
goes,
gonna get you.
and then Bridget comes in and she goes, it's like your car is polka dotted. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I bought
said-
a black car and it
I
looks
said,
completely white now.
Now I got to go see it. And oh my God, I said, Boog, I'll meet you. I said, I'll meet you over at Walmart or at Costco. We were buying things for him to take back to college. I said, but I got to go to the car wash first. They leveled the hood of my
Oh,
car.
yeah. Oh,
it
yeah.
had splashed up onto the window. I was like, get out of here. When I drove to the Spinks over there in West Ashley, the boys who kind of wet you down before
Yeah.
you go through the thing, they like, look, they went. They kinda just-
Ooh, that's a rare case. We haven't seen it. Did they upcharge you for that one?
no, they
Okay.
just looked like,
Yeah,
like
that's,
even they were like, what did you do to those birds? I was like,
damn, those birds got into some laxatives for sure.
they
Like,
knew. They
got,
were just like, Kennedy lives here.
yeah. Get
I
the
mean,
guy.
it was
Get
just
him.
da 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 da.
Oh my god.
I don't understand it. I mean, that's almost like not mathematically, but almost like weird impossibility that all the bird shit of a flying
Uh-huh.
V that goes over your house would only affect
I will never
your car.
park.
Did that V come in like?
Yeah, I would never park at your home, sir. Never park at your driveway. I'm gonna have to park around the corner and I'll walk. Because that spot right there is the go-to spot for the birds, apparently.
Yes.
They will get, I don't know. Can't call it.
Can't call it.
Can't call it, brother.
So what is like I said, your videos
Mm.
they're getting higher,
Thank
getting
you.
higher quality and
Thank you.
everything. So what is your, we've discussed what my goal is for this show. We leaned into me, but what is your goal with the music side of things? Like
Yeah.
where would you like to be
Mm-hmm.
in, say, I always like to say 5 years. That's so cliche. Where do
Yeah.
you see yourself in 5 years?
No, I
Because that's
love
like
it.
almost like I'm interviewing you for a job. But I legitimately want to know, because we're hustling hard,
Yeah.
where do you see yourself in the next 2 years?
Yeah. I think at the rate that things are changing, the rate that art is changing and technology is changing, I do think 2 years is probably like we can do things in 2 years that previously artists would be able to do in 5 years, just with the rate of things changing and all
Absolutely.
that. But I'd say in 2 years, my primary goal in life, as an artist at least, is to encourage other people who may have ideas like you have or ideas like I have to do artistic things and may not have the sort of motivation or courage to do it. The reason I call myself DIY as an artist is because I want to encourage people to like do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's very intimidating to start a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's very intimidating to make music and release an album to the world. And you think that you have to have this big budget. where you have to have this big team, or you have to have a record deal, or whatever to make something and release it to the world. But the reason I chose DIY as a name is because I want to show people that no, like, you can just take whatever you have at your disposal.
Right.
Take an iPhone and make a music video. Take whatever computer you have and get whatever free music software you have and whatever ideas that you have, and just release them to the world. So I think in 2 years, what I want to do truly, I think I want to make like a YouTube channel to teach people how to make music independently.
And they always suggest that too. A lot of your vidIQ, a lot of things, when they tell you to start a YouTube channel, they always tell you should try and offer something of value to your viewership. Like, so if I were to do a separate 15-minute a week thing talking about my equipment or talking about this, they say there's a value in that. Now, I'm going purely entertainment, so I don't want to go that route. But for you, that works out fantastically because people will seek out what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Like if you did a review of your latest piece of equipment and then showed how you implement it into a song, but then they're listening to the song.
Exactly.
You remember? You ever seen the what is the one with the drummer? Dude from The Office.
Oh shit.
The Rocker. The Rocker. When Rainn Wilson.
Oh,
The Rocker. Something like that. Rainn Wilson is a washed up drummer, and he's playing with like his nephew and like his friends.
Yeah.
And then he winds up being like naked. He winds up sitting on the drum set, not realizing he's on like a 4-part Zoom call, and it's just his naked ass. And then he sits down at the drum set, and they make an amazing song.
Yeah.
And then when Jason Sudeikis' character comes to the house and is like, they laugh at the video, but they're hearing the music.
Yeah.
Like, and it almost kind of explained how a viral video works when it very first started being a thing. Like, just started.
What year did that movie come out?
God, it would have been during the height of, you want to look that up for me, honey? During the height of The Office. So it may have been like 2005, 2006, maybe 2006.
Virality, viral videos
7
were
or
a
8.
new concept.
It was real early on.
Yeah.
And we were 2008.
Okay.
So we were understanding, thank you, love. We were understanding how viral videos work, but they had just kind of totally shown what is almost like the template. I just watched a guy just this morning while I was at the station not sleeping. I watched a guy had a home intruder, and he was talking to him through the Ring cam. The guy was trying to rob him. So then he opens the door, and he says he has a gun. He's like, "See, you picked the wrong house," and all this stuff. So then all of a sudden the guy's gun goes off. The kid drops. These other 2 kids fire 2 shots. They run off up the street.
Okay.
So when he goes, "Oh no," and then he calls 911. And while he's on the phone with 911, he is spitting straight bars.
Hell yeah.
It almost sounds like he's doing spoken word poetry, but it's just hitting. And everybody's like, that's pretty ingenious because it is shot from the perspective of the Ring cam. It is 100% like, and he's laying it down. And it's like, somebody goes, I'm mad, but I ain't mad at you.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody was like, I'm mad for the dupe. I'm mad for the waste of time. But then it isn't. Do your thing, kid.
Yeah.
Like, everybody was real encouraging because I'd never seen it yet.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's super.
Everybody's coming up with those ways.
I can see myself actually making a real 911 call and doing, like, when I panic, like, I get musical. You know what I'm saying? When I get nervous, I start rapping on accident. It's kind of my, like, coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I could totally see that. Hey, I got an intruder. I think it might be a shooter.
Right.
I could see myself doing something like that. Anyway.
It's like, this is not how I saw everything going for my day. Please put somebody on the way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my anxiety response is rapping. Is it Julian too? That's why he sings,
Yeah,
that's why he sings.
It was like if he were nervous for a second here, he sang that shit away, didn't he?
100%. The guy's a genius. It's unreal.
I do. I love that kid.
Man. But yeah, the music thing, like people think that recording a song and releasing it on like Spotify or Apple Music or one of those services, it just seems like this big, scary, intimidating thing. And one of the things about Julian and myself, since we've been working since last summer, is every Sunday, just about every Sunday between last June and now, me and him get together with a group of like maybe anywhere between 6 to 12 other artists. And it's beautiful because those folks never have recorded music in a studio. You know what I'm saying? So like part of what I want to do is demystify how hard or how complex or like the barrier to entry. All you need is a couple like really key pieces of equipment, as you know, as we see here, and a little bit of grit, you know, and a determination, and you can really make some beautiful things out of it.
I explained it to comedian Stan Shelby.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever met him or seen him yet. He's been a comedian in town. I knew him for a very long time. Back when I first moved to town, when I was doing comedy, before I took the hiatus for family, and then came back as I am now. And I told him, I said, what kind of, I think, shocked everybody when this podcast came out is that I came out already heading for second. Nobody saw me at bat. Nobody saw me round first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, either if I made it to first, I'm stealing second. And everybody was just like, where did this guy come from?
Yeah.
And what the hell? Because everybody, when they're trying to get off home plate, they're taking swings and they're missing and they're taking swings and they're just trying to get something started.
Absolutely.
And out of nowhere, they're just like, so who is this guy?
Yeah.
Like, and a couple of people have asked me if I'm a part, like, if I'm being produced by a company, a network.
Because people think that.
Correct.
People think just because you have a high production
they're like, do you have
situation,
a media company that you work for?
Yeah, you have to have a
like,
backer.
nope.
You don't.
And then the other one is, how many, and you'll probably get it too, how many people, when you share the social media clips that I'll make for you and I'll put it on my social media, I'll collaborate with you on it, you'll share it to yours, how many people congratulate you on being on this show? Like, they're like, look at you, man, big time. I'm like, big time? We're in an office in West Ashley.
DIY. You did it by yourself. You and your family put it together by yourself.
That's
you know what I'm saying? You guys just had a vision and just went for it.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And it's probably let me ask you this. How intimidated were you guys, or how maybe nervous were you guys to like have this big sort of vision and to carry it out?
So basically, in 2 other iterations of this, it was 100% my project. At one time, I was trying wacky foods, and I'm just talking to this camera by myself in my garage. I'm completely bored and uninspired, and if I could choose the couch in the living room versus that, I always did.
Yeah.
Sucks but true. It was kind of like, so what's your process? Avoid the work and then make myself do it. It was just not the best.
Yeah.
But what's funny is I told myself, let's go out for this one. And I just asked my son if he could, in essence, what my wife is doing, sit behind the monitors, make sure that everything is running because I don't need this stuff to stop. And you and I have been talking for 45 minutes and we ain't recording shit. So I just said, I'm going to need you to sit behind. And he's like, okay, now here's how nervous or how, like, I ain't coming to this thing like cool as a cucumber. I took this space on without my family. My wife trusted me.
Yeah.
I said, I'm meeting with the realtor. He's got a space. And I looked at it and I said, I'm going to do it. I took pictures of it. I showed her. And then she was like, wow. Then when I got the keys from the guy, we had gone out to breakfast. And I said, hey, do you want to go over and see the studio? And she was like, yeah. And she walked into this place when it was bare bones. And she said, oh my gosh. She's like, this place has so much potential. This is amazing. And I was so relieved that I had tears in my eyes because I swore to God, it would have broke my heart if she was like, sweetie, what have you done? Now, granted, she's super encouraging, so she wouldn't have been like, what the fuck? But she definitely... it would have been able to read it on her face, but instead she looked more excited about this than I had kind of been because I was very cautious. You know? Now, my son got to sit here and my wife got to see episodes and she kind of understood the process. Then when my son went back to college for the year and she took over, she has now she has fallen into producer role.
There you go.
She's like, I need business cards because I'm meeting all these food trucks. I mean, she is she's like understanding because she sees it and she's listening to it through the headphones right now. So she hears our podcast as it is a podcast.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Locked in.
We're talking in open air.
Yeah.
But she's listening to exactly what everybody's going to hear on, all the podcast places. It's everywhere. Right, exactly. That. So she hears it and it's like, man, I get to listen to a podcast every weekend, you know? But go ahead.
It's just interesting. Like, I'm sure you guys know tons of people who have ideas.
Of course.
Like, ideas, who have hobbies or skills or talents or gifts, and just like crossing that barrier to actually doing it and shooting the shot and swinging the bat, right? Like
Mhm.
there's a lot of people who disqualify themselves
Yes.
by just not doing it. So the fact that you guys like really actually did it is one of the things I love the most about what you guys got going on.
What was taught to me by an old comedian I used to work with, um, Violet Gray. She turned around and she said to me, "There's tenacity and there's talent."
Mm.
She was like, "So those who are talented, if they quit, the world will never know.
Uh-huh.
And those who are less talented but are tenacious,
Mm-hmm.
they wound up stealing your spot because they
So
didn't
true.
go away."
So true.
The Paul brothers. No,
Yeah.
I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking. I'm sure
Bring
they
them on the pod,
Yeah,
right?
okay, right.
That'd be great.
No, but I mean, just some guys who like just kind of aren't exactly the most talented people,
Yeah.
but they never went away.
They stay in the pocket.
They just kept going,
Yeah.
almost to the point of annoyance.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And they made it. You know, they made something of themselves. Meanwhile, you know, there are far more talented wannabe fighters. There are
Mhm.
far more talented wannabe podcasters and wrestlers and actors than those two kids.
Absolutely.
Far more.
Yeah.
But they don't get out there and put themselves out there and fear the ignore the ridicule and all that stuff. They're not tenacious enough to go, F you, this is my dream.
Or they put themselves out there once, maybe twice, and it doesn't go exactly the way they want, and then they flee. You got to stay in the pocket.
Right.
Like I think about quarterbacks all the time. Like think about delivering that throw, but also taking the hit. You got to stand in the pocket and make it happen.
If you're afraid of getting the hit, then what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, so speaking of that, I have to ask. It's Super Bowl day today.
It
I know
is.
you're a football fan, right?
I am.
I'm a fan of the pod, so I've heard you talk sports.
Yeah.
Do you have a prediction for today?
See, once again, this Super Bowl almost goes down in history for me as the one I am least interested in. Those two teams were the longest shot.
Yeah.
The betting odds against them were like 200,000 to 1. It was something ridiculous that they would even go. It was 20,000 to 1 or something like that. They had no shot of making it. Now they've both made it. And here's the thing. I have not given a shit about either one of these teams the entire season.
Same.
But I mean,
I know you can't be rooting for the Patriots as a Ravens fan. Yeah, I know you can't
even though Brady's gone, Belichick's gone, you know, Gronk, all the people who used to piss me off every Sunday.
The pain remains.
Right. The logo still pisses me off, I think. So, of course, I'm going to go.
I can see that.
You know, I'm going to go with the Seahawks or whatever. You know, I mean, it's the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Seahawks.
Yep,
I'm going to go with the Seahawks. That's how terribly uninterested I am. I barely remembered the two teams now.
Yeah, fair.
But I would like to watch the Seahawks, maybe, even though it's not the same team, get a bit of redemption off of Carroll's bullshit with going with Wilson and not, you know, beast mode.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of that game.
I will say
it.
I won $100 from that bet back in 2015, 2014.
You took Denver. You took.
I took the Patriots.
Oh.
It was Patriots, Seahawks.
Oh, that was the one I thought it was. No, Manning was Panthers.
Manning was the Panthers.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
When the Patriots and the Seahawks played each other in the Super Bowl last time, 2014, Russell Wilson threw that pick to Malcolm Butler on the Patriots, and I won $100 off that. So like, I'm kind of just hoping that maybe I can.
So what do you think?
Win again.
Like just not to go too far into sports, but what do you think the move was? Because I always wonder. Marshawn Lynch, Beast Mode, was famous for not doing interviews.
Yeah.
It was clear that if he would have won the game right there, he would have been MVP. He would have been all that people wanted to talk to, and they weren't going to get out of them what they wanted. And he wanted Russell Wilson to be the hero, to be the face, to be the baby face of the whole thing.
Crazy.
And why they did, I mean, he had been unstoppable.
Yeah. It was like second down too. So like they could have ran it with him like one or two more times without any issue. But
and he probably would have gotten in. But anyway, I mean, like that's insanity to me.
Man.
Now, who thought Marshawn Lynch would be such a good actor?
He's amazing, isn't he?
Killing me right now.
Horrible interviewer, fantastic actor.
He's so good.
Who would have thought?
I watched Love Bites or whatever with or Love Hurts with Data with Kequan.
Yep.
Yeah. And he freaking when he was the little assassin or whatever trying to take him out, God dang, he was so good. And I watch him in these commercials with little dude from Gemstones and Workaholics.
Amazing.
And I'm like, he's got comedic timing, he's got the action stuff. I'm like, who knew?
The charisma's off the charts, man.
It's unreal. I mean,
Marshawn
and
Lynch.
also that Super Bowl commercial, there will never be another one better
Ooh.
than all the players at the banquet when he goes to take the cake and knocks the
Oh,
football off the
oh
top.
yeah, when they're all kind
Was
of
it the
running all over
NFL
the place.
50?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, there
2
will
years
be
ago. Yeah.
no
good.
better commercial than that. That one was incredible.
Marshawn, if you're listening to this, come to the pod, buddy. Charleston, South Carolina. I don't know if you've ever been. It's beautiful. Got good eats. Snackin Yakkin.
Now,
Come through, man.
I remember you doing the Skittles ad and eating a big bowl of Skittles on that press conference. I will have a freaking trash can sized bucket full of Skittles.
He can make
I'll
it happen.
start buying them now.
Come on. He got me 2 Lunchables. That's for 1 Lunchable. He got me 2 Lunchables.
I will
So he
give you
can get me
2
2
buckets of
Lunchables.
Skittles.
He can get Marshawn Lynch 2 buckets of Skittles easy. Come on. Beast mode. On Snackin Yakkin.
If somehow you pull that off, dude, I'll just be like, all right, so this is now Snackin Yakkin brought to you by DIY.
Hey.
You know, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and
use the
give
connections,
you,
you know?
DIY Studios. Like, it just give you a name. You just gotta
Beast
freaking.
mode, please come through, please, buddy, please. I need you.
It's so good.
Oh man.
But yeah, I talked to me and Sassavelli, me and Craig Brown.
yeah,
we got
yeah,
into
yeah.
sports real big. That was a fun day.
He came in with the jersey, with the Niners
He is
jersey. Yeah.
all Niners,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the time.
I love that.
And I thought so. That's why I wore my Ravens hat, because I was like, I don't fit that Ray Lewis jersey as well as I did when I bought it. So I was like, I could embarrass myself and be a little
man.
packed in. Like, hey, I love your purple sausage casing. Yeah, thank you. But
You're pulling it off, man. You're pulling it off. I know you are. I know you are.
yeah. So but yeah, I definitely we're coming up on the hour. That goes by. Oh no, we're not. I got a freaking notification. Never mind.
Time
Sorry.
flies when having fun.
All right. Yeah. No joke.
Mm.
Just want to make sure. Okay. No, but so I mean, that's the thing is I love that the subjects can kind of be and evolve. Now, I did want to tell you, I remembered when you were talking about being able to do it yourself and people getting. Do you know that my CD, wherever it is it up there anymore? Yeah. My CD up there,
Oh, I see it.
my one and only comedy CD,
Okay.
was recorded on a mini disc player, a Sony mini disc player plugged directly into the soundboard.
Hell yeah.
And then I had one of those note-taking audio recorders sitting on the stool
Okay.
that caught the audience noise.
Nice.
And do you know I produced that entire album on the very beginning
Yes.
of Audacity?
Yes. You can do that.
Audacity,
And you made it
that
happen.
free program.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
produced that whole album on it, and that thing has been, I mean, it's been out there since 2006. It's on all the streamers, and it sounds as good as everybody else's.
It caught you and it caught the audience. Like the sound was good. It was good.
It did.
Nice.
The audience could have been louder. Well, I mean, gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a self-done thing. And I tell you, I mean, I've always been very big on doing it myself. And I
Yeah.
always push myself. All the editing, all the graphics, everything, I do that. I taught myself pretty much the whole Adobe suite.
Yeah.
I've never been a graphic designer. I've never had a class in any of this stuff. I just do it. And I love that. And
Yeah.
so,
I mean, the tools, like I use Adobe Suite myself. The tools available to
Yep.
artists nowadays are plentiful.
that's
YouTube
what
University, I learned more on YouTube than I did with any degree I've ever gotten. You know what I'm saying?
There
You
you
can
go.
like learn all sorts of skills. So yeah.
And
power to you.
like I said, so from one who understands it in my side of the thing, the DIY aspect on the technology side, we were talking about doing all of this and the equipment and everything, but the technology side, man, I
Yeah.
respect what you're doing
Thank you.
because, it sounds amazing.
Thank
Like
you.
I said, in time, the videos, as me being a fan of video and all that stuff, getting better and better and better. I just can't wait for that for you. And getting your own channel,
Yeah.
absolutely. But sound-wise,
Thank you.
I mean, really good.
And that's the interesting thing about being a musician. I've kind of in this landscape, in the social media landscape, most musicians probably can resonate with this, but I feel like you have to have some sort of video component really
You
to get your music, in front of the masses in the way that you want to. So the music videos that I've created over the last, in the fall, basically for this project,
Right.
I'm not a video guy. I'm not a film guy. I'm not an editor
Right.
instinctually. So I sort of had to just kind of figure it out because I wanted to make sure that every song on this project, and there's 7 songs, and I wanted to make sure that every song had some sort of visual component. So all the visuals that you're looking at, are done by a person who does not have any experience or any background in that particular realm.
Gotcha.
So I'm excited to see where it goes. I hopefully plan on bringing, people who are more well versed in the video component of things for the future music videos. But I feel pretty good for the ones that I've done, having absolutely no experience whatsoever making music videos.
Why don't we do one here sometime?
I would love to.
You do a song and then you just sing it. I mean, in essence, lip sync it as we shoot the video.
Yeah.
But like you're telling me about it, and I'm just like listening, and I'm like, and
Big Ben, don't tempt me.
But
man.
here's what we do: is I just keep eating while I'm listening to you, and the snacks just get progressively just more ridiculous. By the end, I'm like eating rotisserie chicken, and I'm like,
I can make a song about snacks. I love snacks.
No. I'm just saying it's what I'm offering to just like watch you, but you could just be singing or rapping about anything, like anything, and you're just like. And then this, and this, and this, and I'm like, just like, or just like Lunchables. By the end, we're just piling up Lunchable containers.
And then at the very end, Marshawn Lynch is there with 2 bowls of Skittles, just kind of going crazy on the Skittles. We can make that happen. Beast mode. I'm telling you, come on through.
He is pitching you hard.
I'm trying, man. You got to shoot your shot, baby. You got to shoot your shot.
Yeah,
but
you got to shoot your shot to be on my show, Marshawn.
Yeah, come on.
He's talking to you.
You
not
shoot
me.
your shot, Marshawn. Come on. We'll think about it. You message us and we'll think about it. We'll let you know.
I'll tell you what, though, with Charleston's film productions and all that stuff, he probably will do a movie or some kind of guest spot on a TV show here because, God, they're filming.
Is it? Okay, I don't know. Tell me about this. Really?
I'm saying, like, Righteous Gemstones films out of here.
Yep.
Outer Banks films out of here.
Southern Charm, maybe?
Southern Charm did.
Okay.
Now, that's more reality show, even though it's not. But, like, a lot of productions keep coming through here. Vice Principals was here.
Oh, wow.
Here.
Okay.
So you watch these shows and you see like Macaulay Culkin was on Righteous Gemstones, and then you start thinking, man, Macaulay Culkin was in town for like 2 months and we didn't know it.
Crazy,
that's so crazy. But that's just it. Like if I could become such a staple of Charleston that when they do come, I go, hey, would you like to come on my podcast? They're like, absolutely. I mean, what a dream.
I mean, if you're not there already, you're certainly on your way. Let me pose the same question that you asked me earlier. 2 years, where do you want to go from the standpoint of a comedian and the standpoint of a podcaster?
As a comedian, I found myself focused on wanting to do both, and I really kind of wanted this to boost the other.
Okay.
Because I love being on stage. I love the instant gratification of I'm funny and I hear that I'm funny. It's very narcissistic maybe or very self-serving.
You got to have a little bit of that too.
Here we do this and then it's kind of like I wait a month to find out if this was well received.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I like that. I like that. I've done comedy since 2000. I do love the art of comedy. But I'd be willing to back burner that for 2 years to see this become a more success. Now, what I do see for myself, and I was kind of pitching it with a couple of previous guests, I think I might have done it on air in a previous episode, was talking about possibly Snackin Yakkin Presents, where I take and go out there and I serve as host while I showcase comedians and say, I take some comedians on the road with me, or I grab talent from each of the towns that I go to. I get some snack, some company or some local snack thing from that area to provide me all the snacks, and then everybody's just snacking while we're on stage yakking.
The local snack idea is genius.
So
you can highlight that area.
If there's a place that makes like the best cupcakes in Detroit, and I'm playing Detroit in some little theater, and everybody's got a cupcake, and then we just start, start the show, and everybody's just sitting there eating their cupcake and just it's kind of like I'm trying to be more of a cleaner comedian. I love the challenge in it because I'm from Baltimore, man. We cuss. We come out the womb cussing. The doctor goes and we go, fucker. No, I'm just joking. But that's what I'm saying is we definitely cuss a lot in the North. I mean, that's one thing that when I came down here, everybody's like, man, he cusses a lot. I'm sorry I hurt your little Bible Belt ears, but I've started to try and do the cleaner comedy. So in that, having the snacks as opposed to the alcohol, it's also now a great challenge to be a clean comic and to make people laugh. But also the fun thing of them trying not to spit out their food or trying like that like I think that would be fun. Or if somebody's like holding in Now you're laughing at the person next to you who's trying, and I think it creates a fun environment, much
Yeah.
as like this is, it's kind of taking that there because a lot of people, they do podcasts on the road. They just recreate this set and they record a live episode. I'm
Right.
like, nah. Snackin Yakkin lends itself to a live comedy event
For sure.
very well. And it's something that I love and I would gladly host it and, and also, record a special of ones or record just get different sets from the whole thing at the end and just putting it on YouTube as like a comedy special of Snackin Yakkin Presents and just really being that kind of thing where I can showcase a lot of people once again who aren't really well known or like they're the most popular in their town, but they just don't have the reach.
Right.
I just want to keep raising this as a platform to help others. So as you continue in 2 years to do your music and I can grow this show in 2 years, say this show becomes the Charleston podcast. And now you're like, hey man, I got that new album coming out. I fucking gotcha. Come on.
My man.
That's the whole thing is when somebody's celebrating something.
Yeah.
Hey, we're celebrating 3 years of our business or we're celebrating our Big 10. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah.
To where if this were my job, I can afford to do 2 episodes a week. I can afford I may have the ability to have an editor who can edit and crank these things out for me. I can free up some of my time because I do all of this.
You do the editing also?
All of it.
Holy cow.
Audio, video, multicam, this whole thing is my production.
Man.
Correct.
I love to see it.
And so, I would love to be the place where kind of like you could send a million press releases to the Post and Courier, to the City Paper. No offense, City Paper. Love you lots. Thank you for making me a finalist in the Best of Charleston. I'm Best Local Podcast finalist.
No, okay.
So this won't come out in time for the vote. The vote will be over, I think, by the time this comes out. So either right now I'm a winner, or right now I'm just super appreciated. It's sometimes just as great to be nominated than it is to win.
Congratulations on the victory. I'm going to speak it into existence.
Thank you very much.
You got it.
But those places, you'll drop a press release or you'll try like hell to get into the thing or become a cover story. But here, you're always the cover story.
Right.
Your name is on the thumbnail. If you go on there, of course, the title says Snackin Yakkin with Big Ben Kennedy. But after that, all of we're burying my name with my head and with everything. The logo's behind us.
Oh, wow.
So it says episode DIY, and there's your face. So it's like all of it is all of you. I don't have. It's like I'm trying to at least give myself some recognition so that way I can carry this through my comedy shows and different things like that. But it's all of you. If I don't have guests, I dread just sitting here talking.
I appreciate that about you. I think there's like something to being service oriented, like when the guys come over to my place for music Sundays, like my whole goal is to take people who have not had a ton of exposure in a studio and get them on the mic, like there's almost zero DIY material being created on these Sundays because it's about empowering other people.
Correct.
And sort of elevating their platform and getting them sort of exposure. So I respect that about it.
I'll tell you, I respect anybody. I respect the hustle. Doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter if you're 5 years in or if you're 5 months in. It doesn't matter. I so respect it. Passion is my thing.
Man.
Are you passionate about what you do?
Absolutely.
That's my big thing. Because I think that's like no homo, dude, no homo. I'm just joking. It's what I'm attracted to.
Yeah.
As a person, I am attracted.
Yes. Yes.
I am attracted to passionate people. If you want to engage me in a conversation in public, the more passionate you are, the more you're gonna have my wife dragging me away by the wrist.
Absolutely.
Because I'm almost like, and
it doesn't even have to be anything that I know about or something that I personally am passionate about. Just watching you be passionate about your thing, I'm totally attracted to those sorts of people too.
And I like that.
Yeah.
So, and also, I mean, come on, man. We're if there's nothing that's wasted on me being in EMS for 15 years, is that life is short.
Ooh.
It's very short.
Indeed.
And if I can help you be 1 hour, 1 hour closer to your dream,
Absolutely.
or I can be a part of your dream for 1 hour, it makes me feel like the luckiest person in the world. I mean, if you're like, man, you're big time, and I'm just like, dude, he sat there in my studio back when we were just starting out, and I mean, just absolutely love the kid, man.
Yeah.
He was so much fun. And look at him go. And I know he owes me one, so he'll come back on
Boom.
and I'll get some viewership and some listenership off him. If not, I'll hunt him down. No, I'm just joking. But
gag him up, tie him up. There you go. No, that's how I
he's
feel.
just here.
Honestly, like that's how I feel. I mean, I've quite literally never done anything like this with this level of production value, this level of reach. So I'm certainly one of those people that you're talking about who's
Thank
like
you.
truly privileged to be on it.
And it's hard for people. It's hard for people. And I love how we're just discussing your DIY, my DIY. That's very interesting that we're peeling back the curtain and kind of talking about our processes so
Yeah.
much. I'm kind of enjoying this.
Yeah.
It's almost like this could be an infomercial. I'm just going to throw this episode. I'm going to pay for a spot on late night Channel 5.
Yes. You can do it too.
You can do this too. But no, the whole thing is that your businesses, your local businesses, your local artists and everybody, they're working social media hard.
Yeah.
Because that is the name of the game. You want to be
Absolutely.
big on TikTok. You want to be big on Instagram. Facebook's kind of falling off,
Yeah.
but it is okay. But what it is how do you, as a local business, as a coffee shop owner, as a comedian, like how do you get into the YouTube sphere?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm offering you the big show,
Absolutely.
you know, or I'm offering you something that just it's like how is Gray's Craze, you know, how's the Charcuterie Company? What, are they gonna start their own podcast? They're gonna start their own YouTube channel? It's like, no,
Probably not.
I'm gonna give you that access.
Absolutely.
And that's something of value that I'm glad. Bless you.
Bless you.
Julian sneezed in the other room.
Even his sneezes are musical.
I know,
Like,
he
you
was
could put
like,
that on a track. So good.
It's so good. It's so good. We just had the episode with us just like, you know, hugging on him. Just beautiful bastard.
Sneeze into the microphone, please.
Just one,
Sneeze
just
into the
right
microphone.
here. Sneeze. I don't even care if it's in my face. Just sneeze right. No, but but that's just it. I'm so happy to meet, and that's what I think this episode, why it evolved and in the way that it did is, you're interested in my DIY and I'm interested in yours, and we just keep going back and forth,
Yeah.
and it's just so cool that, like, I mean, like I said, I want to be a part of a music video. I can carry a tune, believe it or not.
Really? Really?
I can.
Have you recorded yourself like
Mhm.
singing?
Mhm.
Okay.
I had a song on the radio, thank you.
No way,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a comedic song. It's called Redneck Barbecue. But yeah, it played on the radio in Canada, and every now and again
What?
I'll still get royalty checks through like CD Baby and stuff and
Oh
stuff.
my God.
Yeah.
Okay, we're opening a whole can of worms. I think me and Julian, me and this guy have several projects sort of just like in the ether that we're kind of working on here and there. But one of the things we've been talking about lately that we have not actually embarked on is comedic music.
Ooh.
Comedic music.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'll play you the song when we get off of here.
If only I knew a comedian here in the vicinity in arm's length. If only I did, who had a beautiful voice. Damn.
Yeah, well, I'll sing for you when the I was clearing my throat. I just woke up an hour before we got here, so I'm not gonna
You had a
attempt it
long
right
night.
now
You had a long night.
in front of everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally. And are we at the hour? Okay, so I mean, I hate to wrap this up. I try and keep all the episodes short. Once I am the podcast of Charles, then we can do the long form where everybody's hanging out with like guys like Rogan for like 2 hours. I have no problem with that.
Yes.
I don't have the memory cards for it.
Those are expensive. They add up, you know? They
Yes,
add
they
up.
do. So
Gosh.
so I'm very, but I'm very happy to have gotten to hang out with you, and
Same.
like I said, for you to be a fan, and you clearly were. I mean, I woke up late, so my wife and daughter came over here to set everything up. I don't think Bridget had much to do with it, but my wife did. Set everything up, and they were just like, you just get your shower, shave your face,
Love that.
get awake, and get over here. So then when I got here, you were already here sitting in the thing, and Julian was pacing outside like a homeless person. Dude, you don't remember? You were only here like, maybe 20 episodes ago.
Too much genius. Too much artistic genius in his brain. There's no time for anything else.
That's true.
You know?
So I said, hey man, come on inside. And then when we came inside, I said, straight ahead. He took off to the right. And I said, look, man, I know straight ain't your thing, but get your ass this way, But anyway, when I walked in this door and you were just like,
Yeah.
Big Van Kennedy, and you were just like so happy to see me. I was like, man, that is that is great. You know, that is a wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
And like I said, I dove into your stuff and I was looking up everything, and your channel and everything is in its infancy.
Absolutely.
But my hope for you is that anything about this that can shine something on you, because I will share these shorts on YouTube as well.
Thank you.
And I'll collaborate. They started a collaboratorship in YouTube now too, like Instagram.
Yeah.
So please
Sick.
collaborate with me.
Love
That
that.
way those shorts will say, or I'll even make the video say Big Ben Kennedy and DIY, you know,
Love
saying
that.
your channel name.
Appreciate it.
But
man.
but yeah, I definitely want to see it grow. And if, like I said, if I can be at the very least, an inspiration for you to go, you know what? It's time to kick this shit up into 4th and 5th gear because you know, I know I got support. I know I got a friend in Big Ben, and I promise you that, brother.
I appreciate
promise
that,
you
my
that.
man. Thanks. Man.
Honestly.
Thank you.
And thank you for just bringing your infectious spirit about the do-it-yourself process, and also helping me see what I don't necessarily verbalize, you know, in the clutter that is in my head. I know I think these things.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when you get a chance to like say it and you hear yourself say it, and then you're kind of cemented in time as like, remember when you weren't doubting yourself, asshole? Because I do. It was
No
episode
takebacks.
42.
This is in wax, baby. It's permanent.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
internet
So,
doesn't forget.
I mean, I really do. I'm really appreciative of this time with you, and
Likewise, buddy.
and I will have you on again one day, and I'll collaborate with you in any way that I can. And let me know when you're at Theater 99. I would love to come see you do that improv
Absolutely.
thing because you are sharp and you are fun.
Let me know when you're at Wits End because I need to see you perform too, buddy.
Yeah, there or various things around town. I
Heck
do.
yeah.
I'm Valentine's Day once again passed. It was a great show. You guys should have been there.
All right now.
No, but I'm doing something Valentine's Day night, and
Nice.
and yeah. So from time to time, but I want to work with Julian again too, man. That
Electric.
kid is a trip too.
Unreal.
So yes, we will hook up. We will trade phone numbers, and it will be on.
My
so,
man.
but I have to go. He has to go. We have to go.
Love you
Only
guys.
because we keep the episodes concise. Not that I want him to go. He can stay here until my next guest shows up because this is a back-to-back day. But this here is DI-Y
You know it, baby.
WHY question mark. Boop. And we'll go to the Y. And I had such a blast. Please, what is your social media handles?
Yes. I had a blast too. Thanks for having me.
Thank
You can
you.
follow me on Instagram at DI_Y with like 4 Ys.
Oh, nice.
WHYYYY.
So you couldn't use the
That's it.
question mark,
Couldn't use a
but
question
you
mark.
used the same emphasis.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? It's
You
all
use
about the
the
passion that you do
Why?
it with. Why? That's what my mom asks every time she sees me doing songs on the internet. She says, "Why? Why is he doing this?" No, check me out though.
There
Thank
you
you,
go,
guys.
man. And you know who I was, and you know what the show is. Consider the Patreon $5 a month, and that's it. Love you guys. Bye.
Snackin and yakking.
Oh, look at that.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching another episode of Snackin Yakkin. If you haven't done so, like, subscribe, and follow. Also, hit up the social media. And don't forget about the Patreon, just $5 a month. And we'll see you back here next week to do some more Snackin and Yakkin.